Are we filming? Yes, we are. Okay, so welcome to another of my videos. I've got to be careful waving my penknife around. I haven't done a mail time for some time, but I thought I would do one. It just arrived in the mail, so here we go. In fact, I actually bought this quite some time ago, and I haven't actually. It's been sitting in my office for a few weeks. I haven't actually opened it, so I can't even remember. Let me put that knife back down. I can't even remember what I bought. Okay, so okay. There's no address on here, but let me just hide the. Hide the name of the person that sold me this. But look, I mean that's quite that's made me smile. I nearly threw it away. Glad it has been given a new use. Now that is a good point, because I strongly suspect that all over, particularly the UK, but maybe all over the world, there are Filofaxes that sometimes get thrown away because there may not be an interest, or they didn't think that there would be an interest. So I guess sort of somewhat serendipitously, I kind of helping in some small way to promote the awareness of Filofaxes, and the fact that there are some of us out there, many of us, who not only like collecting these, but also using them as perhaps a working tool. So what have we got here? Well, I'm not actually sure. Is this a Filofax or is it another brand? Let me have a look, because I can't remember. All right, so it says here, and this is one I haven't come across, but it caught my interest, so I thought I'm gonna buy that. So it says instant facts, as in CTS, instant facts, buffalo grained leather, and it says grey and love. I need to Google them. I'll add something in the if I find anything, I'll add something in the description that you will see below. 100 New Bond Street, London West 1. Okay, first thing is the flattability. So it's obviously had some wear, as you can see. So it's been well used, which I like to see. I like to see Filofaxes that or equivalent well used, but from a point of view of flattability, I would say that's pretty good. I'd say that's excellent. So very similar to the Filofax Winchester of old, but actually really nice. Go on, out a midge. Very nice indeed. Okay, so what have we got? We got several card slots. Let me see if I can get. Okay, that's you can see the reflection there. Several card slots. These card slots are they're leather, but backed with a fabric, man-made fabric inside. They're sort of lines, and then you've got two leather flaps, and then a full-length pocket, and I can feel that is lined as well. And on the other side, you have another full-length pocket. Interestingly, neither of these two full-length pockets are gusseted, which is a bit of a shame, because I mean, it's just a cost thing, isn't it? I mean, even Filofax themselves, tend not to do the gussets because it's an extra process that adds to the cost of the binder. I think that's actually a shame because gusseted pockets can make or break a binder as if it's being used as a working tool, frankly. So if anyone from the FLB group are listening, can we have some more gussets, please? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I mean, as I said, this is clearly. I'm speaking on the hoof here because this is the first time I've seen this. It needs a little bit of threading because I'm not in the studio, so the light is not very even here. But there's some frayed and broken threads. But to be honest, something like that will still last maybe 100. It'll probably be here in 100 years because the quality is, frankly, it feels fantastic. A well-used binder with good flattability, just nice. Okay, I like the Outbound. I like the Outbound pen loop. I've often mentioned the difference between outbound and inbound. Outbound ones are where the design pushes the natural direction of the positioning of the pen loop is away from the tabs rather than in. Now I know that it's cheaper to just have inbound and just sew it in as part of the hem, but you know, it's not cheating. I mean, you get, you know, it's not like a hidden thing, but clearly this is a more expensive and arguably more useful design, particularly for a product that could potentially last 100 years, you know. So it doesn't look as if it's really being used. I'm looking at it and I suspect it's the standard. It would fit a standard Filofax pen. Certainly wouldn't fit my Pilot G2, but I haven't got one here, so I can't test it. I'm not a fan of this type of leather strap. I mean, a leather strap is a leather fastener is a leather fastener, but I prefer the thinner straps that aren't as broad here. But it is what it is. It's okay. One of the advantages of this, and a sign of a quality product, is the fact it has a 2-position fastener to take care of the minimalist among us and also those that want to overstuff their Filofax with abandon. And that's great. That's great. A nice design feature. This is actually slightly skew width. It's slightly, when they did this, I'm not quite sure how they do this, but it is at a slight angle. So someone maybe in the 80s, probably in the 80s, just made a slight mistake here, but it all adds to the charm. I actually prefer this kind of logo to Filofax's current methodology where they just stamp it in a press. This sort of gold lettering I like, and that just adds to the charm, doesn't it? Okay, so we're going to have to look at the the rings, and this is the first time I've actually opened these and tested them, but there's no maker's mark, but I can confirm, if you had Touch-O-Vision rather than just vision, you would have a smile on your face, because the quality of these rings takes my breath away. They are fantastic, very, very smooth, but firm in action, really secure. And I'm just going through, I'm just having a quick look. Thankfully, I've got my glasses on, and the ring mechanism is tight. It's in perfect alignment, and feeling the cut of the ends of the rings. They're very, very nicely engineered, crisp, very crisp and clean, precise, absolutely precise, lovely. I think they look like they're 7/8 or 23 millimeters in new money. So I think it's the sort of thing that you would find in a vintage Filofax from the same era. Lots of marks, a little bit of wear and tear, but the bottom line is that this, I've never heard of these before. Grey and, is it Grey and Love or Grey and Low? Grey and Low. But I'll have a quick look on the internet and see if I can find any information about Grey and Low. And if I can, I'll add something to the description below. Okay, well, thanks very much for sharing another mail time with me, and until next time, next video, goodbye.